We do have it, so we just got to get out. Okay.
Yeah, we've got both crystals that we need.
We just
Matt,
got to book it.
did Maker's Mark pay for our podcast tonight?
No, but they might.
All right, y'all ready to
If
go?
you just sponsor them enough,
Hey,
maybe they'll start paying.
Hey, on my screen, it looks like it's the top half of my body and the middle of Matt's body.
It does
On
on
my screen, it
screen,
looks
too.
like it's Danny's the top and Matt's the bottom.
That's happened before. Woo!
Okay.
Whoa.
Hold on, I got my shoulders lined up exactly with John's on my screen now, so it really is like, hello, I'm John. Let me just pour myself a drink.
I'm not so sure he talks like that, but you got
No,
the
he
spirit.
It's a pretty
I feel
close.
like we're a Muppet skit, because they've got
Yes.
one person doing the head and another person doing the hands.
Oh, kind of like whose line is it, anyways? When they
Yeah.
put their arms
Morgan,
through.
Morgan,
Oh, yeah.
Morgan.
All right.
Burr.
I'm gonna call Craig.
Boom.
Now recording.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Goblin Beat, the Goblins Gaming Podcast. We are continuing our Protectors of Eld campaign. And if you listen to the last podcast, then you'll know why this is a necessity for tonight, because we nearly got whipped last time. Oh, did you think that was my face? No, sorry. That's me. Just kidding. All right. So, yeah, we are currently stuck in a dungeon. I'm Matt. I'm playing Balos, the Arcane Archer. My top half up there is John, playing Mokuzar, the Druid, with 8 good berries. 9. Sorry, I may have eaten one.
Ah,
Sorry.
that's all that stands between us and certain death.
What a douche.
And you're wasting them on munchies. I don't care if it is 420.
Yeah, I was texting somebody today and realized it was 420 on 420. I was like, there's probably a lot of people getting blazed right now. But anywho, so yeah, John's the man with the good berry plan. Also joining us tonight, we got Ben, who's playing Snaps, the clerk.
Has no spells. But he does have his channel divinity, so we have temporary hit points.
Hmm.
We have that.
You're not supposed to tell Danny what you have left, because
Danny
he will
probably-
go through all of it before we leave.
Danny probably looked at my character sheet and found that and was like, oh, he will be using all of those.
Well, not to derail us too much, but I did think about the fact that you guys have already had 2 short rests, and I probably shouldn't give you the benefits of a third.
Oh, no!
Have you really already had 2 short rests?
Yeah.
I guess I don't have any wild shapes left then.
I guess I don't have channel divinity.
The problem is
rages.
I don't remember how many hit points I got back from my hit dice, though. Because you let us roll it.
I'll let you
Should be in
spend
the
the hit.
log.
I'll let you spend the hit dice, but just not get the benefits of the short rest for like things recharging. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I have no channel divinity. So no temporary hit points. It was a lie.
All right.
It was all
Okay.
a ruse.
Can't even get to the intros. Getting smacked down this time. All right, and then we got Brandon here, who's playing Oren, who I was gonna mention was gonna have the ability to rage again, but never mind.
That's a long rest anyway.
Rage is long.
Is that a long rest? Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah, he's raged out. He's quite docile right at the moment.
Those reset on short rest at a certain level. Are we not there yet?
No, they don't. It's always a long rest.
Look it up. Maybe there's a subclass. I know once you hit a certain level, you can always rage.
Level 20.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Blood Bowl folder is not going to have the answers.
Yeah, no, probably not. And Danny is also here, of course. I'll tell you before we get started on this one, if you haven't listened to the Savage Worlds one-shot thing that they did with the sci-fi characters and stuff, that was I listened to that today while I was driving around doing stuff. And even though I wasn't in it, it was still pretty funny. So,
wow.
and
Thanks
it
for
was
that.
very informative too. Yeah. So if you have questions about Savage Worlds, specifically also the sci-fi setting, go and listen to it. The mock battle, I think, really helps walk you through it too. Or not the mock battle, but the battle with the alligators,
Right.
where John Aka went into Swiss cheese. That was pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
That proceeded to almost die.
Yeah, that's true. That also happened. But anyway, but tonight we are currently stuck in a room full of various crystals. There is a bullet, not to be confused with the thing you shoot out of a gun, or the whiskey that you drink, which is not what I'm drinking tonight. Be smart. It is instead a big, almost shark-like underground burrowing creature that will nip your arm off pretty easily.
Oh, it was being nice to you. It was just being playful.
And there's also a tongue-lashing, thorn-tongued dog thing still between us and the exit if we go out the easy way.
That's the easy way. Well, so we're gonna start tonight. We see there's a nice roaring, well, somewhat roaring fire in a fireplace. It's kind of dying down. Camera kind of pans out to the side, and we see a smiling fellow with a beard. Picks up a tankard and tries to take a sip of ale, and notices that it's empty. Kind of holds it up and looks. Looks behind him. There's a table behind him. The table's made of stone. Looks like the floor is made of sandstone around him as well. As the camera kind of pans to show when he looks over his shoulder, we see dozens of other people dressed in colorful garb. Most of them passed out. We see tankards of ale turned over. There's a decanter next to him. He picks it up and looks at it and says, "Wine. Ugh, this is the worst day. My worst day all week." But he pours it into his tankard anyway. Takes a sip and smiles and says, "It could be worse." And as he sits there smiling, his face kind of freezes. The lights go out. His face becomes dark and dirty. There's a rip right on the middle of his tankard, some blood. And the camera zooms out, and it's actually a T-shirt with his face on it, holding the tankard. And we see the T-shirt is on Matt's character as he sits dirty in a cave in a pit in the home of the orcs.
That's pretty good cinematic right there, man.
Thanks. As Bornaz the Bold is somewhere drinking wine and not too happy about it.
Yeah. It could be worse, Bornaz. It could be worse.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're stuck here, I guess we might as well try to. That thing is sleeping pretty soundly now. So let's try to shovel some treasure into some bags before we try to get away.
Or find something useful. Like
Yeah.
something that can. Well, I guess no, we can't use healing potions because we're out of hit die.
Yeah. So let's just see what we got here because there were some scrolls in some of those chests.
So most of the scrolls are written in a language none of you understand. One of them, between the four of you, you're able to figure out is a formula to create the aforementioned oil of semi-sharpness that we talked about last time. So it's actually the formula that tells you how to do that. I'm showing it on the screen here for those who can see that. The only thing not shown on the screen is that you also have to make a roll for it to work. It's DC 10, and it would basically work like a spell attack roll because there's no actual spell casting skill in 5e. So you'd make a roll.
So we got to find somebody to make it.
Well, so either the cleric or the druid can make it. I think they can both cast ritual spells, so either of them could do it.
We could work on it together.
If you work on it together, then whoever makes the roll will get advantage, so you can do that. So the other scrolls are in Infernal, it looks like, or some other language.
All right, we'll leave those behind then. What about coinage or jewels?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of tiny crystals in all of these things, but there's also some gems or jewels or the like kind of mixed in with there. And since you'll have nothing else to do, you're able to kind of take your time and dig through all of them you find. Over the course of your hour of sitting around, you manage to scrounge up 14 of these gems, jewels, etc.
Mhm.
Each of them probably worth about 100 gold pieces.
All right.
Yeah, but if we take them out, they belong to the other tribe, right?
Well,
Only lumen. Only lumen.
these aren't
Oh,
lumen
okay.
crystals; they're actual regular gems.
Nice. I like money.
Right.
All right. Anything else? Any other
You don't give us the
objects?
crabs.
Yeah.
You find a couple of weapons. You can't tell if they're magical or not. There's a great sword and a short sword that were in there.
All right. We'll strap those on the barbarian's back. Why not?
Well, I mean, I guess if someone has the ritual, you guys could take some time after your rest and hit dice regaining, or hit dice using, I should say,
Or identify.
for identify
At
or
least detect magic.
detect magic.
Well, I don't have identify, but I have detect magic.
Might as well just do that for the room.
Yeah, honestly.
That's true. Well, I have a wand that does it, so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
all right. So I guess I'll fire that puppy up.
All right. The helm crystal that you found glows very brightly magical and a swirl of colors. Nothing else really glows. There's a dim, almost glow around the two weapons that you found.
Probably has the oil of sharpness on it. Or
They,
oil of semi sharpness.
Semi-sure.
let's see here. They,
I would not mind that short sword.
Tag it.
Yeah, I'll take that and
they are extremely well made, like master craftsman type.
All right. Take the short sword and put it on your character page there, Ben. I'll delete it off my list.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyone have an issue with me taking the great sword? I'm guessing not, but I'm still checking.
Take the great sword. All right. So Ben got the short sword. Bogus has the great sword.
I said
Jellycone wants
magical,
that
question
great
mark.
sword. All he's got is his fist. He's
I
unarmed.
was thinking Balos might want it, but I just don't want to assume.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too big for my bow. Really.
Well, I know he really likes the cloud character off Final Fantasy VII, so a sword as big as him would probably work well.
Yeah. Well, No thanks. I'll let you have it. Okay. So the weapons, the gems.
Well,
Is
that
there any
one gem
gold or
we'll
platinum?
need to check out next time we take a rest.
Well, that's the one that we were supposed to bring back, the Mind Flayer gem,
Oh,
the helm crystal.
That's the one you were
gotcha.
looking for yourselves.
Gotcha.
All right. Any platinum or gold that we could gather up real quick? Also, while we're resting.
No coins in there, strangely.
This guy just liked shiny rocks.
Any of the other big gems look interesting, but not necessarily lumen.
No, all the other ones are lumen crystals of some sort. Varying hues to some degree, but all lumen crystals.
I mean, I guess we could gather some up, a variety of them. It might garner us some goodwill with the clan. So I just gather up, kind of just look for different colors and stuff and sizes and throw them in a bag.
Okay.
Okay, now we gotta figure out how to get out of here. Nobody has any spells to create any kind of distraction or anything to lure that bullet away, huh?
Or I can play his bagpipes, but that's not going to help.
I can
Well,
cast light, but
I
that's
can
touch.
do.
Never mind.
I could do druid craft and create a smell of something.
yeah, maybe because if we lure it out to this area, then we might be able to like end run around it up through the cave to where the hook horrors were, and that way we avoid that dog thing. So if Ben were to create light out here, and you were to
I
create
would-
like a smell of like wafting, well, it probably doesn't like light, does it?
Light is a touch
Oh, well,
cantrip.
never mind.
So yeah, I would have to touch something and like chuck it over there. Flashbang.
And I think it probably doesn't like light. But I don't know. But anyway,
I wouldn't think so.
if John, if you could create like the smell of wafting corpses or something from here, because it ate those dead bodies before, then
Yeah.
maybe it would draw it out there, and that
Yeah.
would give us enough time maybe to run around.
So create the smell down here.
Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah, down in here. So that when we come back up around the top, it'll be hopefully down here somewhere. Or if it tries to come up this way, it'll hopefully run into that dog thing first.
All right, Danny.
I mean, you could
So-
always light, and Ben, you could always light up a crystal and chuck it, I guess. But I don't know
I
if
mean, I
that'll help or
guess I
not.
just don't want to. I just don't want him to see me chucking it.
He's asleep right now. But yeah,
I don't think
that's fine.
I don't think it would really help anything.
Well, I might need to do like a sound then instead of a smell because it only lasts for 1 round, so 6 seconds.
Here's a random question.
Ugh.
What if we threw one of the bag of tricks animals?
We've used all three.
Yeah,
We've used all three already?
Yeah.
Dang it. Hmm.
I used the last one so we could even get away.
I mean, I could catch a bunch of fish and throw them over to the other side and see if that lures them away.
I was just looking at the fishing rods.
I'm just waiting
never
for you
know.
to use that and then something not friendly come through it.
It's probably a
Unless
chance.
somebody's got a better idea, I can catch a bunch of fish, put them in a bag, weight it down with lumen crystals, give them to Orin to huck over that thing through the doorway into here, and then maybe that'll distract it enough that we
My
can
friend Jaden says chuck
take
the
off.
fish. Chuck the
Yeah.
fish. Chuck the fish.
So
I mean,
I'm
there shouldn't
going
be
to
enough
catch a
junk in
bunch of
this room
fish.
to not have to use lumen crystals.
These are all lumen crystals, so who cares?
Probably can't take them. That's right.
So anyway, all right, that's what we're gonna do.
So you're gonna
That's
do
what we're doing. I'm gonna try to catch a bunch of fish real fast using this angler's pole.
All right.
So this is the angler's fisher of the short lake, which we have. There's a angler's worldly fisher thing. So it's a magic fishing rod. It can be anywhere in the material plane to fish from the world's water. This one specifically goes to the short lake in this realm. So I can use it, speak the command word, cast it at a point I can see within 30 feet. It vanishes and then hopefully catches some fish. Yep. You have advantage on ability checks to catch fish while using this fishing rod.
Danny, you are muted.
What's the ability check for that? Survival?
Yeah, give me survival or athletics.
Okay, I'll probably do athletics.
Whichever one makes more sense to you. And then
If you want Orin to do it, he has a +7 to it.
a 12. So after about 2 or 3 minutes, you do catch a fish. It's
Is
about
it a big fish?
It's about a 20-pound tuna.
Jeez.
What?
Dang.
Yeah. Comes flopping around in there.
Hack
making
its
a
head off.
mess.
Hack its head off.
It's a good thing Orin likes sushi.
If we just had a jug of alchemy, we could make them a lot of tuna salad.
We've got the thing that makes water, but that's it.
I need to make I just realized I need to make a random fish chart that I can roll on for this.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that wouldn't be a bad idea. All right, I'm gonna try to catch a few more. Do a few more athletics checks.
We already got a 20-pound fish. That should be plenty.
Yeah, 20
Not
pounds
for
is
this
gonna be a
thing.
lot to hook over his head, isn't it? All right,
Probably not for Warren.
all right. Put that in the bag and hand it to Warren and tell him to go hook it over that thing's head out the
found-
other side of the hallway.
I found a random fish name generator online. That was easy.
That was awesome.
All right. Danny Warren's going to try to carefully step out.
Open the door,
So
or
you just throw in the whole fish? Is that the plan?
putting it in a bag and throwing it so that it doesn't like slip out of his hand or anything.
Okay.
We could also try chopping it up and throwing the bits over there.
Fish guts.
Maybe so he doesn't like underthrow and just whack that thing in the head.
Well, then he has to make more throws.
All right. So
He's a barbarian. He can just chuck a fish real hard.
Yeah,
Fish in the
hopefully he can
sack.
chuck a
All right.
fish in a bag, for God's sakes.
All right. So you opening the door and then hooking a fish. Is that the plan?
Yeah, trying to
Yep.
make it over here somewhere.
All right. Give me a
Out the other
stealth.
doorway.
Give me a stealth roll when you open the door and step out there.
who's got the highest stealth?
You've been doing
I got a
pretty good.
+5.
Plus
Yeah, that's
five.
what I got.
Oh,
I got a
Alright.
+3.
no, I'll do it then.
Stealthiest barbarian ever.
Oh,
Whoa, a
Crit.
critical.
okay.
Not only
Stealth.
does Oren like open the door, he just completely walks around the bullet, drops the fish on the other side, and then comes back.
All right. You step out there. The bullet does not stir at all.
Okay.
All right. Give me an athletics check to hook a fish.
Did someone do
Wait,
guidance on me?
Athletics? Yes.
Just in
Yeah,
case?
give him. No, can anybody do that?
Ben's got guidance. He could have given you a butt
It's
pat.
a little late
I'll
now.
cast guidance.
It's a little
Too
late
late?
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. All right.
Unless
Here it
he wants to
comes.
step out there and stealth as well.
Watch me do awesome on stealth and then just totally faceplant on this one.
No, no.
Do you get like advantage or anything?
Sure he does. I
I'm
casted
raging.
guidance.
Why did you say that? You rolled a 1 on your athletics. You rolled a 20
Oh
on your
my
stealth
goodness.
and a 1 on your athletics. I mean, there's nothing else for it. You smack the bullet in the side of the head with the fish, and it wakes up immediately. I'll give you another athletics roll or stealth roll to jump back into the room and get the door closed before it notices you. All right. That would have been a crit on stealth again if you'd had advantage. All right, you jump back in.
Well, actually, no. I do have my inspiration from last game that you gave me.
Well, why don't you use that for the athletics then?
That's what I'm going to do. I just remembered I had it.
Oh, okay. All
Uh,
right. Whew. Okay, that's a 22 then. That's much better. The fish lands way over here in the distance. And the wafting smell of fish guts apparently awakens the bullet, giving you time to get back into the rooms before it notices you. So you
Okay.
can move over there. And you guys hear the sound of a bullet kind of trundling down the hallway.
Okay.
Hurry.
Let's take off.
All right.
All right.
Close the door behind us as we head up into the hallway.
All right, let me open this door for you. I believe it's closed. You guys aren't even waiting for me to open the door.
It was already open.
That one.
This door wasn't open. This door's not. Can you open this door?
The room you were in, that door. So that,
This
I haven't
door
been
would,
in that one yet,
no, but it would be open from when those things came out.
unless someone went back in. They're doing the same thing we are, waiting for the bullet to disappear.
Is it open or closed when we run by it?
it is closed.
All right, just keep going.
All right, Danny. I'm trying to move quickly, but still be somewhat careful.
All right. Yeah, don't go too quick because my roll 20 is garbage tonight, and like it takes forever for anything to update. So
Right.
I think you guys are going okay so far. So you go north.
That's the door we entered in, right?
through that hallway
Mhm.
and come back into the cavern with the that had the
The hooked doors.
hook
That's all
horrors
the
in
dead
it.
hookers.
And yes, you do reach the door here on the left or west, if you want to say that you came in originally.
I've only got one screen tonight, so I can't see too far when I move.
Oh, living with the plebs tonight.
All right, you you head down this. This is more of a natural tunnel that you came through before. It heads
Oh
generally
dang! I
west.
lost all sight.
Generally west. And a
What
little
just
bit north.
happened?
Wait, somehow you're in the middle of nowhere now.
Yeah, didn't do that.
I'll pull you
Okay,
back. There you go.
we came from the north, right, or was it south?
No, it was. It
South.
was
Or, wait, was it south?
South.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
Snaps
to
isn't gonna
decide.
question it. You guys are leading.
I go this way.
Roll 20 is not great tonight. I tried restarting and everything.
Wait a minute, we're going that way.
I'm not waiting on your ass. I'm out here.
I'm not sure where you
Going
guys are going because I'm still waiting
directly
on my
west.
map to update. Okay,
Oh,
so
well, we all basically just retraced our steps.
so you make it back into that original room, and then you get back into the tunnel that you came in when you first entered this area. As you're walking down that tunnel, you do hear some noises coming from the east and south down here where the bullet walked into, you imagine.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound great down there.
Yeah, we're leaving it.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. You're all gonna try to make it straight back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we've got what we need and we're sucking air,
All right, each of
let's
you.
not dilly dally.
All right, each of you give me something you're gonna do. You can pick which order to help everyone make it back up, and we'll make a roll based on whatever you're gonna do. So you can go in any order you want to, but everybody has to roll once.
All right. I'm
Orin
gonna
may
use my...
do. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna use my put on my gloves of climbing,
Mm-hmm.
so that way if there's any difficult sections that are like crumbling or whatever that may need some spikes driven, ropes drawn across, I'll be the person to climb across that to take care of that if there's any problems,
Okay.
problem spots.
I think climbing is athletics or acrobatics, I guess. So give me one of those with advantage. The DC is going to be, well, it's going to be 15 on all these, but you got a 17, so you're good.
20 actually.
Oh yeah, because you have advantage. Give me.
Because my
Oh yeah, because your gloves. Yeah. Roll me a D3.
all right. So go out to D4 and just click the 3. Is that how that works?
No, that would be 3D4.
Okay.
You have to like just type in.
/ roll 1D3.
Yeah, or you can roll a D6, and do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 3.
Okay, 3.
Okay, roll me a 2D6. No, you can't do that. There you go. Okay, you're helping everybody do that. You're doing a great job. But at one point, you climb up and go to put a spike in, and a bunch of sturges fly out and surround you and start biting on you. And you lose 10 hit points during that altercation.
Pretty rough. Okay.
Before I do what I'm going to do, I just need to say Jack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
I'm rewatching it right now. The Flash moment at the end.
I have not seen it.
Even Jody's putting a finger up.
Don't spoil it.
watched
Danny
it.
hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't
man.
seen it either. I'm gonna watch
Me
it.
neither.
Buddy.
I don't know that I'm going to watch it. I don't know that I'm going to spend 3 or 4 or 5 hours watching it.
I watched
So
it
good.
over 2 nights. It was all right.
So much better than the other one. All right. Orn is going to be climbing, and if he needs to, he'll do the Andre the Giant style on Princess Bride and take Snaps up with him, or Mo, whoever has
Snaps
the
can fly.
harder time.
All right. Well, then give me, I guess, it'd be an athletics check for you as well, then. All right, a critical success. You are
Orn believes he's Spider-Man.
You are only rolling 20s and 1s so far tonight. All right, yeah,
At least I'm consistent.
you have a great time climbing up. This is This is your kind of thing, apparently. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Well, oh, okay, go ahead, Snaps.
Snaps is going to use his ability to fly in darkness to his advantage, and he's going to fly close to everyone else who's climbing
Mm-hmm.
and be ready to cast guidance on anyone who starts to struggle.
All right. Give me, I guess, like a,
Maybe like Arcana?
I don't know. Give me a dex save to try and, like, be on your toes and help as soon as somebody needs the help.
What about a wisdom save?
No, no. This is one of those things where you got to be able to do it in a hurry.
Oh. Ooh.
10. All right. So who are you trying to help? What happens when you're trying to help somebody?
I mean, I just kind of swoop over to him and slap him on the butt with.
No, I mean, like, what happens?
Oh.
You're trying to help somebody. Who are you trying to help? What's going on?
I guess. Well, I guess I don't need to help, Orin,
Mm-hmm.
but since Mokazar hasn't passed anything, I try to help Mokazar.
All right. Roll me a d6. A 1. All right. Roll me another d6.
Oh my goodness.
Is that another 1?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you're so you go fly over and try to help Mokuzar. You think he's about to fall, and
I thought I carried Mo with me.
no.
Oh, well, never mind.
It's right
I
after.
said it earlier, but if he doesn't want it.
It's right after Balos gets attacked by the Sturges, and you fly over there of a sudden to help him, and he thinks you're a Sturge, and he hits you with his shillelagh. You take 1 hit point of damage as he hits you in the face on accident.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I'm not used to flying goblins,
Not unless they're throwing them.
right?
That's an idea we can try later.
Yes, yes, it is.
I can launch snaps into combat.
Can throw him into the darkness and then he'll start flying.
Yeah.
All right, Mokuzar, what are you doing as you're working your way up through these caverns and tunnels and pit?
Well,
Probably having a chat with
after I
Jellycat.
see Balos get attacked by Sturges and accidentally perform a friendly fire accident on Snaps, I decided I'm going to be much more observant. So, with my 60 feet dark vision and Jellycone's 120, I'm going to be on the swivel, looking out for any other dangers.
All right,
Perception.
roll me a perception check then. I guess with
Can you
advantage.
have advantage? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm so glad you said
Yay.
that,
Yeah, that was a
because
1.
I rolled a 1 and a 12.
Yeah, so with +6, that's 18. That is a pass. Roll me a d3.
Don't roll 3.
Lovely. D3 or
Yeah.
D6?
It's a d3, but you can roll a d6 and do 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want to.
All right, so that'd be a 1 on the D3.
All right, roll me another d6.
A 1.
Okay. All right. You're looking out, trying to keep an eye on anything else coming through here, and you're looking left and right, checking these pockets and everything to make sure everything is good. But somewhere about 20 feet ahead of you, 20 feet up above you, Orin is just like climbing so fast that he just lodges a lumen crystal and it flies down and just hits you right on the top of the head. It hurts pretty bad for 1 hit point of damage. But
Jerk!
the upside is that it kind of lands next to you and you realize, wait, that's not a lumen crystal. That's a sapphire. That's probably worth like 50 gold pieces.
Since
You're
it
welcome.
smacked me in the face, I think I'm going to just pocket that sucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say just write that on your character sheet. I'm not gonna write that on the loot.
Paid for it in blood.
Hey, did you guys know we had a chime of opening
What?
No.
with 8 charges?
Yeah,
No.
I knew this.
It's not on our thing, so I
Yeah,
guess
it's on Matt's, apparently.
Well, we didn't have any locked doors. It's fine.
All right. So it takes about 4.5 hours, but you can finally see the top of the pit. You can see the stars above you as the pit opens up above. It's only about 20 or 30 feet higher from where you are.
Oh, thank God. All of them.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave the pit?
Yeah. As we emerge from the pit, I think we should all join in a rounding course of the pit.
What?
Yeah. Fell into the pit.
I think
I,
we
I
should-
was
song.
I was thinking we would come out covered in blood and dust and whatever else we have on us and yell out, "These pipes are clean."
That's also a good one. All right. Well, yeah, you all kind of crawl out, kind of like get onto the top and sort of roll off, and just kind of take a deep breath or two as you're sitting up there. An orc comes over and kind of leans over and looks at you and goes, "Ah, you're all back. You look like shit. Did you get the crystal?" You don't even say anything. You just show it to him.
Yeah.
He holds up his arm next to it, sees it's about the right size, and goes, "That'll do."
And then I get up and say, "We also found these," and open up the bag with all the different kinds of living
Ooh.
crystals.
A goodie bag. Excellent. He grabs that, slings it over his shoulder, and puts the big one under his arm and says, "Come on, we'll give you somewhere to wash up. We're about to have breakfast anyway."
By the way, there's a bullet down there.
What? Oh, a land shark. Yeah, I love those things. So
Yeah.
feisty. They like to nip at you, though.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
definitely do. There were demons too, but we killed those.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap down there. Yeah, one of them nipped my brother's left arm right off. Lovable scamps.
Yeah, real cute.
All right.
I do tell him that we found other treasure down there, but I show it to him just to say, "Hey, it's not lumen crystals. This is what we found. That's okay."
Yep. They'll ask you questions about it and everything and all that in the morning. Well, in a couple of hours. You sure did take your time, so there's not enough time probably to get a full night's rest. But if y'all want something to eat and rest for a little bit, you can.
Will it be a new day when we get the benefits of a short rest?
Um,
You don't get the benefits of a short rest again. Take a long rest, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll say, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. But hopefully you'll get to rest the night, the next day.
Yeah.
Rest up. All right. So he takes you back to that main area where you met the chief last time, and they've set up some, basically some cots for the four of you to sleep in. And he brings you something to eat. It's just like some jerky and some water. He offers alcohol if you want it, but says it looks like it might do you more harm than good right now.
Orin takes it.
All right.
I was like, I'll die. I don't care.
Gots to have it. All right.
I won this drinking contest. I got nothing to prove.
All right. Yeah, he says,
Mukazar decides to experiment and tries to use a good berry as a suppository, see what kind of effect that has.
what?
Your party leaving you?
Snaps gets as far away as physically possible. It was like, what
mean-
on earth is happening right now?
It's worth a shot.
He's like, okay, that whole.
I don't just do this in the middle of everywhere. I wait till I'm like in the latrine or whatever.
I
It
think it's too late at this point.
it has a mild restorative effect if you happen to have diarrhea.
Yeah, that wasn't as useful as I'd hoped.
Yeah, no hit point gain. No.
That's good to know if any of us ever gets the dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty shitty idea.
Okay.
Brandon should get another inspiration for that.
Just don't want to give them out willy nilly. All right. Yeah. So sure enough, a few hours later, sun comes up. Fogruk, the chief, comes out to greet you guys. He's still got his robe on. He's wearing like a plush blue robe. It's thick, comes down all the way down to his feet. He's got
that other guy better present our goodie bag. Like, I hope he put it in a basket and arranged it real fancy, like maybe with some like whatever meat hawks or something. I don't know.
he comes
Some
out and
meat.
says, "You made it. You'll have to tell us all about it over lunch today."
Sounds great.
You all look pretty beat up. Feel free to stay here and rest for a couple days. He's eating something. Yeah, anything in particular you need to tell me, or you just want to talk about your exploits over lunch?
Snaps just lays down on the
There's a big room, unguarded room full of a bunch of different kinds of lumen crystals down there right now, except there's a bullet in the area.
Oh no, I'm not going to risk any of my people down there. That's what adventurers are for.
We could sketch out a map, I guess, of the area.
He just said he didn't want it.
I mean, for when
No.
other adventures come by, or is it always changing?
Yeah, the pit's never quite the same. And you said there were demons down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, demons that are down there, they normally come back in a couple of days if you defeat them. So be careful because sometimes they hunt down adventurers later.
Okay, good to know.
Should have told you that
Well,
beforehand.
That's where we got that goodie bag of different kinds of lumen crystals from. Was from the main demon's horde.
Oh, you took these from him?
Yeah.
All right. He leans over and whispers something to the orc standing next to him that sounds suspiciously like "grind these down quick." And then says, "That's fine."
Call your local lumen launderer.
Right?
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I guess I mean, that was pretty much it. Demons, bullet, and lumen crystals, and found some gems, but not much to speak of there. Just regular
Wow.
gems. Oh well, and this formula, if you want to copy it over, show it to them.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'd love to do that. I think you're probably okay with the demons. The only time you're in trouble is the weird, fleshy ones that look like dogs and have the long tongues. Those can track people if they bite them. Or
Okay, good, because we killed the only one that bit us.
so yeah. So when that one comes back in a couple of days,
The Pokemon tracking for us.
I don't know.
It seemed to be under control of the other demon. So
Okay. Yeah. So when they're both back in a couple of days,
yeah, we'll see.
I wouldn't worry about it.
That other demon seemed to be more focused on gathering lumen crystals than anything else, honestly.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah. So y'all relax, and we'll be having lunch soon. He walks off.
So while we're having lunch, Mokuzar shares a little ditty he's been working on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Goes kind of like this. It says, "We went down, down in a hole in the ground."
Orn
And then
plays
there's
his
something about a
bagpipes.
line about Balos almost lost his arm to a bullet. There's a demon down there in that big scary pit. All right. Well, that's about it.
And that's about it. Now, we're getting a great view of someone's keyboard.
But we did go down swinging.
I think Brandon was pressing F for respect.
He was
I think
he was
that's what
playing
he
the
was trying to show
bagpipes.
us.
He was showing you he was pressing bagpipes.
We were number one with a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
That bullet
Yeah.
did really like you.
Ouch.
All right.
And I believe that demon did have a loaded god complex.
Possibly.
He was something. All right. Well, over lunch, all the characters that were there before are still here. There's Gorban, he's the ambassador. He's the old orc from the Grokukdin tribe. Pruknir is still there as well. He's the guy that's from Zorlin that you all realized was undead.
Yeah.
He's there. He tells you all he's impressed that you made it back. He says, I actually waited to see if you would do that. I was going to leave today. I'll probably leave tomorrow now. I'm glad you made it back out.
It was not easy.
So are we.
Sounds like
Nearly
you went,
died several times.
Yeah, sounds like you went really down far in the pit. Any reason you went so far?
Had to find that specific size lumen crystal.
Well, yeah, I've never been down there myself, so I couldn't say that wasn't the best way to do it.
Yeah, there wasn't any sticking out of the walls on the way down. I can tell you that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, we had to go that far because Balos wanted to pet a bullet.
I had no idea that bullet was there until it busted out of the ground and destroyed a statue.
Oh, a statue. Interesting. I didn't know there would be statuary that far underground.
It was the statue of the demon that we eventually dispatched.
Gotcha.
Or actually dispatched before the statue. Anyway, it's all fuzzy.
He ran off.
Do we ever kill him?
Yeah, we
Nope.
did.
I thought we did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came
we
back.
took him.
He came back, and I
He
think he
ran
attacked
off
you,
and then-
Mokuzar. Actually, he was invisible and attacked you.
Yeah, he came back. He was
Oh, yeah,
visible. We
that's
killed
right.
him. We thought, okay, we're home free. We just got to kill this dog, and then the bullet came out.
I
And
remember
that
now.
was bad times.
I just remembered him running off, and I thought, well, that won't come back to bite us in the end.
Yeah, well,
No, you're probably concussed.
at least demons that get slain in the pit can't come back for at least 2 days. So you got that going for you.
Oh, that's
We got a
comforting.
2-day head start. Let's go.
It's true. All right. Yeah. So the day passes fairly uneventfully, and they let you stay there that night if you want. Is there anything you want to do here in Gahukdar while you're here for the next day?
Well, since they're an orcish society down here, perhaps they would be skilled in making natural armors. Do they have anything that would be better than hide armor that a druid could use?
I don't know. What would be a natural armor that's better than hide?
Bone.
Scale, maybe.
Something
Yeah,
out of bone.
yeah. Scale armor.
I mean, do they, and also, do they sell their lumen dust? Or do
They
they
do.
just keep it?
They do sell it. Yep. That's their main export, actually.
Orin is really needing half plates, so he's looking for something that could, if they have anything like that. I doubt
Well,
it.
with y'all's permission, I'm going to try to negotiate for some lumen dust so we can make
Sure.
this oil of semi-sharpness.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to see what's up with this short sword.
And the great sword. Don't forget that. But
Yeah,
Danny,
so
no, seriously, if there's half plate options, I need to look into it. I gotta get my AC up somehow.
there is not, but they do sell scale mail. They actually make it from scales of different monsters that they kill from the pit.
Sweet.
So it is interesting.
I would love to peruse what they have available. See if they have anything that would look good in their spring collection.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different varieties from different kinds of creatures. None of it necessarily has any magical properties, but they do look interesting. All kinds of colors, metallics, dark colors, pretty much nearly anything you can think of. They have a scale version of.
Okay.
So
I'll just find something that looks good and
Holy
purchase.
crap, I don't need to get any lumen dust.
I thought you had some already.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much lumen dust we had in comparison to how much this oil requires. That's actually, we have enough to make 20.
There you
Dang.
go.
buying some
But
up too because
we might want to
we
go ahead
need
and get because it's not a readily available resource. So
And it's an easy way to carry your cash because it's fairly light.
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm going to just exchange all the items we have for lumen dust if they're willing.
All the items you said?
Well, so we got 1,400, and then let's see how
and the
many
gems and stuff.
So we got 1,700 gold pieces worth of gem, and then we've got these silver statues that are worth another 1,000. So that's 2,700 gold pieces worth of items that I would like to unload.
Yeah,
for
you can do
lumen
that.
dust.
You can just turn them all into lumen dust. That's
So
fine.
2,700 gold pieces. How many ounces of lumen dust will that net me?
Yep, that is. Let me look at my chart
'Cause I'm
here.
bad at math.
So 2,700, you said?
Mhm.
So that's 2.7 ounces.
So we have 12.7 ounces of lumen dust.
And since you're buying more than 2 ounces, they agree to give you 0.7 ounces, although they grumble because they have to break out all the little fancy weights on the scale.
Well, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And
so,
is there a way for us to for the Chaguk tribe to be, officially, annotized as a existing clan now, or do they keep
Yeah.
written records?
No, so you are officially Chaguk Din to them now. You are the Chaguk Din tribe as far as they're concerned. Which
So that fancy sapphire that Orn beamed me in the head with,
yeah,
that's
That
worth
he
about 50.
gifted you with?
Well, that's worth about 50 gold pieces, and I know that's about what scale mail usually sells for. So I'm going to see if somebody will take that in trade for the armor.
the armor, well, yeah, they'll just trade straight up the sapphire, especially if you tell them it comes from the pit. They're like, oh yeah, nice. We don't get a lot of gems directly from the pit. I'll trade you.
Right.
And other than that, I'm just going to search around and see if there's anybody here who can tell me what this tattoo means or does.
Fine.
What did y'all
Orn's
do?
on check on the great sword.
And I'm going to have Jellycone
short
follow
swords.
him around, and anytime he asks somebody, Jellycone will like stand behind him and shake his head no.
What was your question, Matt? I didn't even hear it. Sorry.
So I just wanted to see if anybody had any idea what this tattoo means or does.
No, nobody has any clue.
Is there not? Is
What's the
not anybody?
tattoo?
No orcs around here that tattoo with lumen dust?
That tattoo with it?
Yeah,
yeah. There's plenty of them that do that.
and they don't know what it means or does.
Well, they tell you that a lumen dust tattoo can be enchanted to do lots of different things.
Would you have to be the person who did it to know what it does?
Yeah, basically. Or they'd have to tell you when they did it. Do they not tell you what the tattoo did?
No, I won a drinking contest against Bornaz of Bold, and
Oh, I see your
afterwards,
t-shirt.
afterwards I celebrated by snorting a ton of lumen dust and getting really drunk. And when I passed out, I had this tattoo.
Oh, well, that's all right. It is enchanted in some way, but I have no idea what it could be.
I'm working on being an honorary orc,
Hmm.
and member of the Chaguk Din tribe.
Well, you're well on your way. You look like you live rough. I'll just put it that way.
If you were to, since you do enchanted tattoos, if you were to in some way expand or detail that tattoo, would you be able to maybe figure out what it does?
I wouldn't want to try it. I had an uncle that tried to do that one time, and the whole person exploded that he was doing the tattoo on. Ruined his needle. He had to buy a new one.
I don't want to ruin anybody's needle.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can do enchanted tattoos.
I'm tempted to get 0.7 ounces worth of another tattoo.
Like, what are the options?
Yeah. Just
But I'm
depends
not,
on the artist.
I'm not gonna do that to you guys.
Hey, question, real quick.
Yeah.
John, I know found the Helm Crystal, but who's holding on to that?
If he lets me, I am.
Yeah, I'll probably hand that over to Balos since he seems to be the one that has the connection to it.
All right. As you
Yeah, because I'm contemplating putting on that freaking the non-detection thing and figuring out what to do with this helm crystal.
got you, John. As you're trying on your new scale mail and seeing if it makes your butt look fat in the mirror, you get a message, a mental message from Magus Orin.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the message starts out, I know you're probably still out of range, but I'm just checking to see if you're around. Could really use your help here in Lorien.
Well, and this is one-way messages, right?
Yeah, so he sends you the message and then you're able to respond. You have I think it's 26 words.
Oh, okay. I basically let him know that we're just wrapping up business down here, and I forget the name of this region, but it's right next door, right? So we should be able to get back quickly.
All right, that's it. You said we should be able to, and that's the end of the message.
Oh, okay.
I was counting your words.
Oh,
Oh, I was counting them too. That wasn't that many.
Yeah,
I only get to
because
15.
he wasted a lot on, I don't remember the name of this region.
I thought that was extemporaneous. I took that as extemporaneous.
Nope, no, I counted.
okay then.
All
So I
right.
guess I'll go let the others know.
Okay.
Also, while we're here, I'll tell
That's-
Snaps that all the rest of us have purchased a 100 gold piece diamond as an insurance policy, because I can cast Revivify, but it consumes a diamond.
Well, I do not have 100 gold pieces. All of the gold I thought I was gonna get is now lumen crystals.
So wait, John, are you keeping those on your person?
Yeah, I've got them in
All right.
my.
Well, we've got 120 platinum. Let me just subtract 10, and we'll see if we can buy 100 gold piece diamond for snaps.
I
Yeah.
guess he was fairly useful down in the pit.
All right, so I'm gonna put it at 110 platinum, and you add another diamond. If Danny says that that's okay.
Yeah, so you basically just buy one of the diamonds that you just sold to somebody.
Makes sense.
With a market priced inflation, for shipping and handling.
Yeah, FYI, we do still have 110 platinum to divvy up if we so choose. I mean, I'm just carrying everything around until people tell me that they want to divide things up.
I mean, I've got a little
That's fine
cash
to
on
me.
me.
I don't.
I've
have
never
any.
spent
I literally-
anything, so I still got a lot of gold left.
I have 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, y'all should probably
That's-
give poor Snaps some gold, I guess.
That's what I got. That's what I got at the very beginning,
Mhm.
and that's what I have now.
Oh, good grief. Okay.
Um,
How about I throw the
Give the man some petty cash.
let me
hey,
give him
you know
I'll
what?
give
I'll
him,
give him my 37 electron pieces. There you go.
You
all
don't
right,
even know
so
how
you
to
got
spend
30
that.
I don't even know what is an electrum. Snaps looks at it. He's like, "What even is this?"
It's counterfeit gold.
It's
He's
real.
like, "Get it out of here!" He just throws it in the pit.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'll give him 30 platinum. How about that?
All right.
Cool.
So that's the
Danny,
equivalent of 300 gold.
Yep.
Danny, two things.
Snaps says,
One, the tattoo thing.
Mhm.
Is that something that Orin can benefit from and look into? And then also, can you have this greatsword checked out?
Gonna have to get that lumen dust from me, bruh.
Yes. So both of the swords turned out to be adamantine and adamantine coated. What that does for a weapon is if you hit an object with it, it's an automatic
Mhm.
crit. It's an automatic critical hit on an object.
An object, not a creature.
Right. And there are some creatures that can only be hit by magical items, but the adamantine weapons will work as normal as well.
Okay, cool.
So will it do magical damage, or will it still be
No.
halved?
It'll
So
still be-
they can be hit. Right, gotcha. So they can be hit by it, but still has the damage.
Yeah, there are some things that just are immune to damage by non-magical weapons, but an adamantine weapon will allow you to do damage to them.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
like you said, it's still half.
Well, while we're here, then I'm going to go ahead and make it takes 0.5. We've got 2 people who don't have it, magical stuff, so I can make one because I need a needle too. I'm trying to get that pretty easily. I can make 1 vial each of oil of semi-sharpness for Snaps and Orin.
Well, I have spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you ever use a weapon?
I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. I'll just make 2 for Orin then.
Thank you.
I have
Yeah.
like cantrips and stuff that I can do. So if I'm not gonna get up there and smack something.
All right, Orin, make sure to list that because I've subtracted the lumen dust. So put 2 oil of semi-sharpness vials on your character sheet, please.
All right. So
Definitely
just so you
doing
know,
that. I'm putting it under my resources here.
What's
just
that,
so you know,
Danny?
someone who's a ritual caster has to create that.
I'll do it.
Okay, well either one of
Yeah.
those 2 guys then.
It's only a DC 10, a DC 10 to create it though, so I'm not even gonna make you roll if you're
Well,
working
thank you.
together.
Yeah, I would help out with that.
Danny, can
I'd pull out my
Orin look into
herbalism
the
kit
tattoo
and be
thing?
like, "Is any of this helpful?"
Yeah, so there's a bunch of them. They, in general, they use lumen dust in the ink, and they're temporary. At least the magic part is temporary. You'd have to get them reinfused with lumen dust to get them to work again.
How do you
No.
reinfuse?
Hmm?
Well, what do they do? And then also, is the getting them reinfused worth it or not? Is what I'm curious about.
So there is one that they do here that is a barrier tattoo. It when you're not wearing any armor, it makes your base AC 12 plus your Dex modifier.
So basically, what I already got.
plus if you have a shield. And that one takes half an ounce of lumen dust. They make one. They also make one that makes your AC a 15 plus your Dex mod, and that takes 2 ounces of lumen dust.
That's too much.
But so that your AC would be 15 plus your Dex mod plus.
How long would that last?
It varies. After a certain amount of time, it'll just kind of go away.
That's 2 ounces, so that's like
It's 2,000 gold pieces.
almost
Yeah, that's a
all
lot.
that we've gained. So I guess it's not worth it.
Sure, yeah, it's almost all that we've gained.
Yeah, so never mind.
That's not anywhere close, but yeah.
Danny, shh. He can't count. He's a barbarian. Well, we could
I
just
know.
an idea. Nobody has to do this, but we could all get Chugukden tribe tattoos now that we're
Sure.
official.
Face tattoos, right?
No.
Hey.
For me, that's a no.
You're not that proud?
Well, Snaps hasn't really earned his membership yet.
Oh wow.
They do.
I mean, you've been rolling with us for a long time.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
handing that out willy nilly.
No, Chief, that's up to you.
That's right.
Wait a minute, who's chief?
He's chief.
I am. Remember, there was an election.
When did that happen? No, that's Orange don't do that every single time.
We voted. It was 2
So-
against 1. You can't count. Don't worry about it. So, all right. Well, how about the 3 of us just get Chugukden tribe tattoos then?
I'm okay with that.
That's fine. And then Snaps can get half a tattoo. He'll get the rest later.
I got the
Well, that's up to Snaps. What he
Chip
wants to
part.
do about that. I feel like he's probably a no.
Snaps is, he likes you guys. He's not so sure that he wants to go that far. That's a big
Yeah.
commitment getting something written on your body, you know.
Yeah, nah, I hear you, man.
It's
All right,
like
so we're
getting a
gonna get
girlfriend's name tattooed on you. Just not that smart.
no doubt about that. All right, so we're gonna get a Chaguktan tribe tattoo.
All right.
How much is that?
Well, I was going to say, Shaky Larry, who was
Oh,
For
no.
real?
he'll do them all 3 of them for you for 5 gold pieces.
Is there anybody better than Shaky Larry?
Yeah. There's Wonder Haven's Ink Emporium, and they'll do it, but it'll be 25 gold pieces each.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take
Can
I'll
someone
take-
support Shaky Larry?
Shaky Larry is sorry to lose your business, but he understands.
I'll
So
definitely
20.
pay the 20 gold pieces.
Yeah.
You weren't
yeah.
sure if he was nodding or shaking his head when we walked away, so
So you can take that out of your own personal stash.
25 gold each.
Yeah.
All right.
sure.
Where are you getting those?
And I'm not an asshole, so I tip 3.
Oh man.
I give him all my Electrum.
All right, Matt. After you tip,
Threw that in the pit.
your tattoo artist says, I understand you want to be a true member of the tribe. There's a tattoo we can enchant that'll make you like an orc, so that if you drop in battle, you'll be able to stand tall like a real true orc does.
I'm assuming that takes lumen dust.
Yes.
Does it have a finite limit on how long it lasts?
It'll only work the one time. You'd have to get it re-enchanted.
How much lumen
That's
dust?
worth it.
It's half an ounce, 500 gold pieces.
I'll look at you guys
That's
and
probably
say,
worth
it's
it,
up to
dude.
y'all.
That can save a battle, dude. Do
Orin
it.
goes. Orin looks and goes, I thought you were an orc. Just a small one.
Chief,
Moku's-
it's your lumen dust, Chief.
Well, it is helpful to have you in the back shooting things through the eyeballs. That is very helpful. I'd prefer you to continue doing that as long as possible.
All right. Well, Chief says it's okay.
All right. So while the tattoo is active, it takes an attunement slot basically.
right.
But it has this effect. When you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 hit point instead. And so after it fires off one time, that'll consume the magic and the lumen dust. You'd have to,
Whoa. It's just like the
moment, guys. I'll be
racial
right back.
ability.
Yep. Like a true orc.
All right. Add it on. I put it on my character sheet. Lumen Orc Tattoo Life Ward. When you reduce to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 hit point instead. And I will reduce our lumen balance to 11.2.
All right. Okay, so about this point, I guess you all kind of find each other. What's the beeping sound?
I don't know. But
Not sure.
I think I need to possibly put on that ring and hold on to that helm crystal. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'm going to wait to do that till we get back to the Magus.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
Mokuzar's going to tell everybody about the message.
All right. Well, I tell Mokuzar, say, obviously I've been in contact somehow with these mind flayers, and we figured out they can contact me through this ring. I had
thought it
planned
was-
on.
Was it a ring? I thought it was a
I'm
necklace.
sorry, amulet of proof against detection. Yeah, sorry. They contact me through this amulet, but I was planning on maybe putting on the amulet and with the helm crystal to figure out what to do next. But since the Magus sent you a message, I'm going to wait until we meet up with him, since he seems to know things about this issue.
Sounds good to me.
So you guys are
And-
doing dinner that night as well. Anything else you want to do here in town?
Oh no, I just tell my chief that I'm honored to be an official member of the tribe. Yeah, I know I was before, but this tattoo and the other tattoo with this ability that makes me a true orc. So I'm proud.
All right.
We're proud to have you
Now
as
he needs
part
to
of
lay
our
with an orc
tribe.
woman.
And then I headbutt Orin. I'll take a hit point of damage.
You guys don't have a lot of hit points to waste, but okay.
Yeah. I'll take a hit point of damage and headbutt Orin.
All right.
Question.
Rah!
Never mind. I forgot what I was going to ask.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you just saw a high elf headbutt an orc and scream as the blood flowed down his face. So
I did.
it's understandable.
It's quite interesting.
All right. We all rest there for the night and you get the benefits of a long rest. So you get full
Yay.
hit points, half your hit dice. And this is gonna be a level up situation. You're all gonna level up to level 8, I think.
Yay!
So we can do that now, or we
Hopefully
can do that
that involves some
offline.
awesome stuff.
It's up to you guys. We're still kind of early, so if you want to level up here, we can just level up right now. And
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Should only take a minute.
you all do a little Eye of the Tiger the next day, and do some training montages and level up as you're healing up over the next day.
Kind of like that new Marvel trailer.
I haven't seen that.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
Gotta check that out. So
It's what Iron Fist should have been.
oh, nice. So as you're talking about heading out back to Lorien, you all feel a chill wind behind you, and turn and see Pruknir, the undead guy, is standing nearby, and he says, "Sorry, gentlemen, I couldn't help but hear you're planning to go to Lorien."
That's correct.
Oguzar is quiet, but not sure why this guy was listening in.
I myself am going to Lorien. Perhaps I could offer you a ride.
What kind of transportation are you taking?
I have a flying carpet. There's room for all of us if you would like to come along.
Do we get any kind of idea that this guy? I mean, obviously we saw through his deception or his, whatever you would call it, disguise.
It's an illusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows that we did, and that we're pretty much the only people who did, and he was fine with it.
All right.
Yeah, he told you he just wears the illusion to keep people from freaking out. Like the chieftain knows who he is.
All right. Do we get any kind of indication that this guy's up to anything nefarious?
I mean, yeah, he's a undead ambassador from a undead realm. But at the same time, you've got to become heroes in that realm too to be full protectors. So
all right.
So he is
Well, I
undead and
guess-
nefarious, but
So I kind of whisper over to Mukazar, I think we would be
Sure. Let's do this thing. I mean, if he kills us all, whatever. We went out with a blaze of glory.
As the official ambassador of the Hookton tribe, we would be honored to ride your magic carpet to Lorien.
excellent. I'll be ready to leave in the morning. He turns around and walks away. He steeples his fingers and walks away, his robe swishing.
Wow, this is
Exactly like
lovely.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely evil, but I don't think he's
Excellent.
going to drop us on the way to Lorien. I
All
don't
right.
see what he would gain from that. I think he's wanting to gain access to the Magus and Lorien through us, maybe. So I think we'll be okay.
So are we launching our level up character guy? Our character
Yeah,
thing?
you guys can all level up now if you want to, sure.
Let's just do it one at a time, John. Go ahead.
All right. Launching level up.
Ben, you get a long rest. Benefits of a long rest as well.
All right, let's roll to see what I get.
Don't
for
click
hit
the level
points.
1.
I did.
I was talking to.
Oh, you rolled
I rolled the average.
yeah.
So, all right. Let's see. Next is wild shape. I can wild shape now into anything with a CR of 1 or lower.
Nice.
That's cool.
And so now I can either take ability scores or a feat. And I had told you guys, I think I'm going to take mobile.
Yeah, I think that was a really good call. Can you explain that a little more for our listeners, because they might not be familiar?
Yeah, so the thinking is it increases my speed by 10 feet, so that brings me up to 40, which I think makes me as fast as Orn. Dashing through difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement. And after I make a melee attack, whether it hits or not, I can back away and don't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn, whether I hit or not.
So it's almost
I
like
was
having the disengage thing that goblins have for a round.
right, except I don't have to use a bonus action on it. All I have to do is make a melee attack.
Nice.
You do a lot. You do a lot of those already. So
Right, and then that would also pair well with my booming blade, because then if they want to follow me and try to hit me, then they'll take extra damage from the booming blade.
that's true. Cool.
Yeah, I think we
So-
also talked about the 10 hit points that you get from.
Well, yeah, I mean, just by
character off
backing
stretch
away,
out.
it should keep my temp hit points up longer. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to synergize and
I
actualize.
think it will work well. So I'm doing that. And then the next thing it's doing is just letting me pick spells. So I'll be doing that for a minute.
That's
You
another thing I meant to tell you. So as this is going on, and like you are staying there for the next couple of nights, you keep getting like super communion with these you remember the giant mushroom you saw? You keep seeing him. You see him at first, and then you're able to see all these other myconids all over the Aeld, and it's almost like they talk to you in your sleep. And over the next couple of days, you realize when you wake up each morning, you can pull all these different powers from nature from all these myconids you've spoken to. So it allows you to actually pick any druid spell. Now you don't have to search for them anymore. You can learn them in your sleep and wake up with a new set of spells every day from the myconids.
This is awesome.
And does it also affect his spores?
It does not. I have not sat down long enough to rework that yet.
It's all good.
I've been.
All right.
If you can see behind me here, those of you watching on video, I've been prepping for our Goblin Con 2021. Getting all my stuff ready for that.
That's legit. Yeah.
All right. So that's it for Mokuzar, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, I guess you want to go next? Are you
As
level
far
up?
as just upgrading. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've already done it.
Oh,
All right.
well, how many
Well, I
hit
guess
points
I
did
did
you
it.
get?
I did it back before you started talking about it. So you want to level it? Okay, so I just went and did it. There's not much to it.
Barbarian.
All I get is HP increase and ability score increase. So I'm not taking another feat because I already have Great Weapon Master. Even though I keep forgetting about the extra attack when reducing the opponent to 0.
Yeah.
But now Orin is at strength 20.
All right. Fully
So that's
strengthed up.
a little bit of a benefit there, and no other barbarian skills or ability increases. So
Yeah, level 8's pretty bland for the most part. I mean, it's great to get the ability score increase, but
I mean, I thought about a feat. I could have gone Sentinel or something like that, but with him being the only tank, there's really no benefit to it. So
gotcha. All right. Well, who wants to go
Yep.
next then? Third.
I can go. It'll be pretty quick. So let me just roll. Ooh, yeah, I'll be taking the average, which is 6.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah. So that's 6
As you're
hit
leveling
points.
up, we go back to Galorn and we see Bornaz the bold halflings dancing in his hammer pants on a table with 2 mugs of ale, drinking them both at the same time.
Nice. All right. Ability score increase. Looks like it selected Dex for me automatically. So there's that.
That's
Because
interesting.
I had a 19, right?
I'm not sure what you had before.
Let's see. Discard and exit. Go to the toggle. No, I already had a 20.
You've already got a 20. Yep. So that can't go any higher.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to. I have to choose a feat.
You can choose a feat. You could up your con and your intelligence and get a bump on both of those.
That's probably a good idea.
Your con being a 13, if you bump it up to 14, that would give you 8 hit points, basically.
Yep.
We'll
So
give you
let's
7 new
do
hit points.
that. So, yeah. So features, no new features at all.
Yeah.
So the ability scores, yeah, add 1 to Constitution. You said what was the other one? Wisdom? What?
Intelligence.
No, intelligence. All right.
Your intelligence
So,
is
yeah.
really high.
So it brings my intelligence up to an 18,
Mm-hmm.
and my con up to a 14. So it gives me now a +2 modifier and Constitution +4 on intelligence. Will mostly probably help with ability checks. And apply changes, and that is it.
All right. Okay.
73 hit points looks good. Like that.
Snaps.
Snaps actually gets pretty good amount to it at this level. So he gets the ASI. He also gets access to destroy undead, and he gets divine strikes.
Really nice.
Yeah, so he gets to add a D8 damage once per turn.
Nice.
So
Nice.
And is
hit
that
points here?
that can work on? Does that work on just melee attacks, or does it work on cantrips too?
That is a very
If that works on cantrips, that's gold.
when
don't
you
think
hit
it
a creature
does.
with a weapon attack. So it's just weapon attacks, but
Okay.
hey, gives me an excuse to use my new sword.
True.
It's radiant damage, so that's interesting. So I have
So,
the average, which is 5.
so Danny, question: if you were to hit with that sword, the regular damage would be halved, but the radiant damage would not.
Yeah. Like a magic only creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can do that once a round. So I mean, I imagine that's the most you'd be using a weapon.
Yeah. As a cleric for sure. As a non-war cleric. All right.
So there's that. And then my ASI, which I could bump Dex by 1 and Wisdom by 1. Would just bump Dex up to 16, give me +3 on
What's your wisdom now?
16. Or I could just do Wisdom to 18.
Wisdom to 18
Actually,
would increase your saving throw DCs by 1 and
yeah, that would. I'm gonna.
all that good stuff.
My Wisdom
Yeah,
is now an 18.
you could bump your dex in another one next time.
Yeah. And then I get spells.
Yep. All right.
I get to add 12 new spells. What?
There's probably something funky going on there. You should get like 1 new spell, but you might get another spell slot at 4th level though, which is nice. So we'll say, you end up with 2 long rests, so everything should be reset. You should have all your hit dice back. You should be back to better than you were before, really, because now you get to have a ceremony at Gahukdar, and they name you protectors of Gahukdar.
Oh yeah, you've got both pieces now.
So yeah, at the ceremony takes place at the edge of the pit, The whole tribe kind of gathers in a semicircle around the pit because there's not enough people to go all the way around, but they gather around 100 yards of it or so. And they got some kind of a platform that levitates and lets the chieftain stand on it. He says, "These brave adventurers have come to our land, have embraced our ways, and have become protectors here in Guhukdar, just as our tribe is." And there's a lot of bashing shields with swords and spears and such. Now that they have brought glory to our tribe and to our land, we give glory to them. He holds out his hand, and his hand has these 4 little blue crystals. They're circular. And one kind of lifts off of his palm and floats to each of you. "I understand they're already heroes to the north in Kervor, and now they're protectors of the realm of Kervor." There's a lot of hooting and hollering, as they call it. After that, he comes to each of you and puts his hand on your shoulder and welcomes you. Those of you who are members of the tribe, Shaguk tribe, he welcomes you back as a tribe, among the orcs here, and tells you all you're welcome anytime as friends of Guhukdar.
Thank you.
Does he include me in the tribe?
He does, yeah. Because he sees
Good
a
deal.
tattoo. You're not sure the word he uses, the orcish word he uses. You're not sure if he meant member or property of the tribe, but the word kind of can mean either one.
That's fine.
Yeah. And let me see.
Of the tribe.
So now we're protectors of Lorien, Kervor, and what was the other place?
Galorn.
Yeah.
So this is it's like a bracer. You already had the metal part. The crystal clicks into it and completes it and holds it on your arms. I should have made a handout for this, but I have not. But I do have the effects of it.
By the way,
Yes.
I also got another ability that allows me to add the D8 to a cantrip. So.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a thing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna read the color text for this because I wrote it, and when else am I gonna get a chance? The Kervor token is made of 2 parts. The first is a thick leather bracelet with interwoven wires of copper and bronze. That's the one you already got. The second part is a glowing blue gem in the shape of a disc, which snaps into place over a wide brass fastening mechanism. The gem's light dims once the token has been used, but regains its luminescence once the token is recharged. When it is charged, as a bonus action, you can activate the token to create a wave of force targeting one creature within 5 feet of you. The creature must make a DC 15 strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet directly away from you. Once this property has been used, it cannot be used again until dawn the following day.
Okay. So push it 5 feet.
Yep. Lets you.
And what was
do what you
the?
wish.
Did they make a saving throw? You said.
DC 15.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna drop all the text on the handout for it here. I'll just have to get
Cool.
an image for it.
So yeah, as a bonus action once a day, send out a wave of force. How close did the creature have to be, you said?
Within 5 feet of you. So something within melee range of you, you can push it back 5 feet away from you.
Nice.
There you go. And I'll create an image and put on there with it. So basically, if something is within 5 feet of you, you can force it back 5 feet once a day. Can be useful.
I'm calling this a push bracelet.
I'm calling it the bracer of Kervor, but yeah, all right. So we got the Shield of Lorien brooch, the bracer of Kervor, and the other one, the Glorn. I can't remember what shape it takes.
It's a ring.
Glorn is a ring. If you look at your hand
Right.
items, handouts, the Glorn is a ring and the shield is a brooch.
Yeah, and it can make water, and it gives us extra feet.
Yeah. That's the big one that everybody tries to get. Poor Snaps doesn't have that one yet.
about to say, I don't think I have that.
Sorry, bro.
We should go back there and get me one.
Well, we had to fight a dragon last time.
I'll do that.
Okay.
It was so lame.
Yeah, totally easy.
All right. Is everyone ready for the next morning to get on the flying carpet with
With Undead Aladdin? Yeah.
Pruknir? I
If he
think
starts
is his name.
singing the song, I'm gonna jump off.
I think he looks more like Jafar than Aladdin.
He looks like a husk of a half elf when you can see his true self. He has hair, but it's kind of grayish white, and his face is sunken in. His eyes are hollow, like actually hollow.
Can I
Is
do
it-
turn undead on it?
You could try.
Let's not do that.
Would you like to try that?
Well, if he does it while we're on the carpet,
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
All right. So that morning, he has an attendant come and roll out the carpet. It's a large one that's like 6 by 9 feet or something like that. And he says, "Gentlemen, go ahead. It'd probably be best if you each sit on one of the corners."
I will go ahead and do that.
how big is this carpet?
6 feet by 9 feet.
Big enough.
So you all sit on it. He walks over, stands in the middle, and just like drops face first onto the carpet. And as soon as he hits the ground, as soon as he hits the carpet, completely like just like his body is just a corpse at that point. And as soon as his body hits the ground and completely loses all life, the carpet lifts up.
I think he is the carpet.
This is
And it's disturbing. If this were a different kind of game, you might be making some sort of a roll for sanity.
I feel awkward because my butt is touching the carpet, which I think means my butt is touching him.
His lifeless hand is also touching your butt just a little bit, probably.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
and you have an awkward 6-hour ride or so to Lorien after that.
I will just play cards over his corpse.
I think we'll stop there. After about an hour or
We're
so,
gonna
he
play-
actually speaks through telepathy to all of you and says, "Yep, sorry, I forgot to tell you. I have to use my life essence to power the carpet." Hopefully,
No,
that wasn't
that's
too
no problem.
disturbing.
I hope it's okay that we're playing slap over your body.
Oh, I find it hilarious,
Awesome.
especially how some of the cards keep flying away when you're not paying attention.
That's true.
All right, so the carpet doesn't move super fast, but it's better than walking.
Hold on. Can you guys hear this?
Hear what?
No, I don't hear it. I can see your head bobbing, but I don't hear anything.
Can't hear it?
No.
Well, I don't use my headphones. You guys can hear it.
Oh.
Let's just play Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf.
All right, well, we'll stop there. Anybody have any thoughts, suggestions, questions?
That was actually that was a nice little feel good session.
yeah,
After
after getting our butts kicked.
for 2 sessions in a row.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
like y'all needed a break there.
Yeah, that was good. No, we appreciate that for sure.
We survived. I think.
Yeah, so everyone's level 8. And we're actually going to stop there for a little bit because we're going to do a couple of one-shots. So next week, we'll start our sci-fi Savage Worlds game that Matt talked about at the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead and mark me down for the guy who's delusional and taunts people.
Okay. All right, great.
He
So
may be
that'll-
excited about this role.
So that'll probably be 2 weeks. And then we're going to do superheroes, which I'm excited about. Hope you guys like it.
Are we going to do
Yeah,
a
but we're
one shot
not-
before the superhero one, or are we just going to jump right into it, you think?
For the superhero one?
Yeah, for the rules or whatever.
The superhero one is also Savage Worlds.
Right. Okay, so it's just some modifiers.
Yeah. So we'll do a character creation session for that one, and then we'll play it.
Yeah, if you listen in, the sci-fi one's pre-gens, but then we're actually gonna get a little creative and do our own for the soups.
Yeah. So if you have time to think about it, go ahead and think about what you like to have for your superhero.
We're gonna do ground level or
So I'm hoping you guys will like it, and we'll end up doing it as a campaign that we play every once in a while to take a
Mhm.
break from D&D. So we're going to start with very limited powers, but every time your character gets his butt kicked and gets wounded, uh, you're going to have a chance for your abilities to increase.
Just like a Saiyan.
all right. Well, I was
Yeah.
thinking more like the boys, but yeah, that works too.
Yeah, it's going to be like I've got it written up as a cross between One Punch Man, if you've ever watched that, and if you've never watched it, you should watch it. It's on Netflix, and The Boys.
Oh my god, that's insane. Those are two things that were never meant to be put together.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh
So
my god, it's like pouring Tabasco in your like sangria or something. It's gonna be
yes,
great.
it's
Danny,
So
yes.
or actually, all of you, take a look at that new spell I just got.
On what?
It's in the chat.
Guardian of Nature. Oh yeah, the nature spirit. Yeah, I was looking at this.
Holy
Nice.
crap!
I meant so this thing is going to increase your walking speed on top of your feet as well.
Only
Jeez
if I take the
Louise.
beast one. If
Yeah.
I take the tree one looks even better.
Oh yeah. Well, again, that's temporary hit points. You guys already have so many temporary hit points, though.
dang, while you were on the ground within 15 feet of you is difficult
terrain for
terrain.
enemies. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Danny, how much are we going to
for your enemy
broadcast?
part.
That beast one looks way better, Dad.
Well, no,
That's pretty
the
cool.
for your enemies part is what makes that tree one good because
Yeah.
it doesn't include us.
Yeah.
What did you say, Brandon?
So next, not this coming weekend, but next weekend, our Goblin Con. Or how much are we going to broadcast?
Yeah, if we can find a decent camera, we can broadcast it on Twitch. If we can't, we're just gonna have to record the audio, and it'll be podcasts.
As far as a decent camera, let's talk later because I have an option, but I just need to know what your options need to be.
Okay.
And I've got this podcasting microphone.
Yeah.
So if Brandon wants to grab that before he heads down there,
Mm-hmm.
he could
Yeah.
take my podcasting microphone down there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll say bye to Craig and Twitch and all the other folks. I said that, but I'm not anywhere near ready to say bye to Craig. All right.
Adios.
Get out of here, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
And if you guys are able to,